every time I say that rhymes. Hello, welcome English Pro. So yes, it is. What day are we? We are on Tuesday. It is 22 minutes past 4 here in Dublin, in Ireland. My hair is a little bit of a mess. I'm having my tea, and I've had a good day so far. How are you? Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Say hello. Let me know how you are. If you're watching later in the comments, make sure and do the same, and I'll reply. Yeah, life is good. Hi, Thomas. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Just drinking my usual tea. Diana, welcome back. Hello, hello. I'm glad to hear you're fine. I'm very well, Thomas. Good day. I was in the office today doing some designing and some graphic design stuff, and came home, had a little bit of lunch and some tea. Now I'm having some more tea, and yeah, hope you are all very well. That's good to hear, Thomas. Glad to hear Diana and Thomas are fine. So yeah, how was your dinner yesterday? Oh, it was delicious. Yeah, it was really, really, really good. Lots of really good food, very tasty. So yeah. Last week actually, I bought some very expensive tomatoes or tomatoes if you're watching and you know American English, and they were very expensive. They were huge, but they were 11 euros for two. So we kind of had a few meals from them. So yesterday I had some what is it called? Capri salad, which is like tomatoes and mozzarella, and that was really really good. So yeah, we I always try to eat quite well, and having some knowledge about Italian food, I do like to eat very good Italian food. So yum yum yum. I look happy today. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm in good form. Good day at work. Running my business, and that's always really really good. It's good when you work for yourself. Everything you do, even this Learning English Pro is all part of my company. So everything I do is kind of, helps me, builds my brand, builds my business. So yeah, and thank you all for being here. So we have another quiz today, of course, and lots of chat along the way. Sir, which department is in high demand jobs now? Please tell me in your country. So definitely in my country, healthcare is definitely a big one. We have a lot of foreign nationals who come in and work in healthcare. Um, Also, like, I'm trying to think. Let me Google a little bit and let me just see what in Ireland is needed at the moment. So currently, healthcare sector, yes, nursing and medical professionals in construction and engineering also, requiring, yeah, like construction work. There's always construction. Ireland is a very kind of successful country. Very, there's always big investment in Ireland. It's growing. Dublin is growing, so construction would be a big one as well. We also have a big information technology sector, big companies, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. They are all here in Dublin. Airbnb, which is amazing. I was in Airbnb a few times. Someone I knew worked there, and it was incredible. You got to go in and have lunch, and the food was amazing. Sintu Ashik Official, good evening. Good evening to you. And you're from India. Thank you so much for joining. Construction is a degree needed or not, sir? Well, I think with construction, I mean, there's various different jobs with construction, isn't there? You have someone who works on the site, is a manual labor, carries stuff, builds stuff. And I suppose that would be something that you would need to be an apprentice for, that you would need training for. There are other jobs like an engineer, a planner, all those kind of tech jobs which you would need training for. So another aspect which you can go into is retail. I worked in retail for a long time, and that can be quite good. It depends really what your skills are and what you're willing to do. But Ireland is very expensive to live in. Rents are crazy. That's why I live with my parents at 43. Rents are crazy. So try and maybe find somewhere in Europe or somewhere in English speaking country where it's quite cheaper to live. Uh, I have someone 0000 love from India. Thank you so much. Lovely to have you here. UWL at Papa says hi to you. Welcome back to the quiz. We haven't started the quiz yet. I'm just having a little general chat before we begin. And some tea, of course. So, yeah, good day so far. Happy to be here with you guys. And if you have any more questions along the way about anything, I'll answer anything you have. Any questions you have about English culture, English language. I live in Ireland, in Dublin, in Ireland. So, if you have any questions at all about where I live, how I live, what's it like to live here, just, pop on and ask. Dublin, Diana is saying, I didn't know that TikTok are from country you are living in. Well, TikTok, they have an office here, a big office. One of their, I think it's their European headquarters. Same with Facebook. Facebook have a major headquarters here. Their European headquarters, maybe European and Asian. Google as well, all the big companies. It's because of the tax. Here we have a low corporation tax. So Google and all these companies, they funnel their finances through our country so they pay less tax. Yeah. To whom should I say hello and to who should I say hi? There is only one medicine for every tension, ginger tea. Oh, ginger tea. I do like ginger tea. I'm not crazy about herbal tea. I do love my Indian Irish tea with milk and sugar. But yeah, ginger tea, that's a nice one, especially if you're not feeling well. Hey, why does read and read past look the same but sound different? So, yes, we have read in I read every day, or I read the book yesterday. So, this is just one of the irregular verbs, I'm afraid. It's just an exception to the rule. We don't have readed, we have read. So, it's just one of those exceptions, I'm afraid, that you have to learn. So Sin 2 is saying something, I can't really read it, about India and Pakistan and a World Cup. So maybe that's to do with cricket, is it? Let me know in the chat. But yeah. So and Sin 2, you're saying to who should I say hello? You're saying I'm Jer. I'll just type it into the chat. Let me just join on my desktop. Make sure I can get in. That is my name, and I am in Dublin in Ireland. So yeah, I must do some of the actual, there's lots of stuff I can do with the chat as well, which I must do in the future, live polls and things like that. Maybe I can get your guys' help with picking some of my new video content. And speaking of new content, I am in the middle of working on a new video. It is 15 terms legal English for the courtroom, all different various vocabulary you'll need for the courtroom, the judge, appeal, plaintiff, all these difficult, weird words that you might see in legal dramas. And if you're working in legal or business, these are all very useful. I'm just going to tip this down a little bit so you can have a look. 0000, can you suggest me a good book? I'm an advocate. So, what type of books are you interested in? If you're looking for classics, that's my training really, English literature. If you're looking for a really good classic, Charles Dickens, Great Expectations is a fantastic book. Very big, thick book, but very enjoyable and a good entrance into the English literature if you're looking. But I can recommend some more stuff, some more adult stuff. Like Hologram for a King is a great one about capitalism and middle-aged men. What else? Tales of the City, if you like something fantastical, and maybe a little bit of queer literature. But yeah, lots and lots of options. So let me know what you're into. Tale of Two Cities. I haven't read A Tale of Two Cities. That's one of the ones I didn't get to in college. We were very specific with our reading list. So M.099M is asking, how interested are you in the information security sector? Do you cover it academically and practically? So information security, I have done some bits and pieces. I've done some bits about computer science on the channel, some stuff about AI, but not really about information security per se. So I suppose it is very interesting, and if you guys are interested, let me know. I'd happily make a video about it. Is it about kind of cybersecurity, firewalls, that kind of thing that you're interested in? Let me know. Is it cool here in Ireland? So, temperature wise, it is getting cooler. A few weeks ago, I was in a t shirt. Now I'm in jumpers and sweaters and all that kind of thing. So, it's definitely getting cooler. It feels very autumnal. So, yeah, I can understand your accent, although you are Irish. Thank you so much. I'm glad you can understand me. I hope I'm doing okay. Ireland higher studies is good or not. I mean, India college is jail. Feel free, feel every day. I'm sorry you feel that way, Thomas. Um, yeah, I enjoyed education in Ireland. I went back to college when I was 30 and I had a great time. If you're a bit younger, you'll have an even better time. There's a great social life in Ireland. And yeah, like, I mean, we have great conditions. Colleges have gyms and student areas, and it's all very nice and modern. So, um, how to speak English, like Freza from DBZ. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Dragon Ball Z. Ooh, I don't know I've never. I do know what I know. Dragon Ball Z is. I know Minecraft have a collaboration coming up with them. So, but I don't know. Speak English. Speak English like you speak English, and yeah, enjoy Dragon Ball Z or Z. Abisana, hi, hello to you. Authentic real life CPL. I'm Irish and living in the UK with a British Army veteran. Oh, very good. Hello to you. Nice to have a fellow Irish person on the chat. Welcome. I hope I'm doing the country proud. Sunshine is giving me a big angry face. Sunshine, I hope you're okay. I see someone with I don't know I can't say your name, I'm afraid, but I see hi, hello to you. I see, nice to see you. See, and I see another one. I see a few people that I can't say your names, I'm afraid. I'm not sure. If you have an English equivalent, please let me know. Thomas, you are 17 years old. Well done. If you can understand a lot of the conversation that's happening here with me, that's really good, isn't it? So you're doing very well. So it's good to know you're young, so you have opportunities ahead of you. So, medical, healthcare is always a good way to go. Finance is always probably even better. So, to get into Ireland, you do need to have a good qualification. You can come in here as a student. I have an Indian friend who worked here, who studied here, got his master's, and now works for a very good company in Ireland. So it is possible to do that, and you're at the right age to be thinking about these kind of things. Authentic real life CPL did college 25 years ago. I did college about 10 years ago. Absanya, hi, you're from India, welcome. Sunshine is giving me another cool emoji. And I have another person from China, you're very welcome. I have been utilizing many of the online learning platforms for the last 6 years. Great to know, and I'm glad you're here using Learning English Pro as a platform. Diana, do you have some siblings or are you single in your family? I have one sibling, I have one sister. She lives far away, so I don't really get to see her and we're not very close. So I have a great bunch of friends here in Dublin and some lovely cousins who I'm very close to, who I rely on. So yeah, just me and her. Do you play Minecraft every day? Is Aidan Bryce is asking. Yes, mostly every single day. I will probably, when I finish here, what I really like to do is just chill out after work, put it on for 2 hours maybe. I do big projects, so at the moment I'm building a huge base, and it takes lots of materials. I work in survival in Bedrock, so yeah, I love to Minecraft. I don't think I will ever get sick of Minecraft. It's my number one game, and it has been since I got it. So yeah. Um, Authentic real life CPL. I'm Aoife Maria. Oh, very good. Beautiful name. Aoife Maria. Thank you so much. And then we have Charlotte. Thank you so much for letting me know your name, Charlotte. Sir, what is the time in your country? So the time here is 16:36. which we could also say is 36 minutes past 4 p.m., or it's just past 25 to 5. So we have a few different ways to say it. 4:36 p.m. Yeah. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Sir Ya DYR. Hi, sir. Hello to you. Thomas, sir, do you play GTA games? I played the very, very first GTA game, which was very basic and very simple. I think I might have played maybe once since one of the second or third games, but really, I just play Minecraft. I've just been playing Minecraft for 12 years. A little bit of Fortnite, a little bit of Resident Evil 5, I do like. But I'm going to my friend's in 4 weeks, and she has a VR headset, so I'm looking forward to trying that. So Maria is telling us that they're Irish from Offaly and use colloquialisms way too frequently. Yeah, me too. I try and minimize them on here just so everyone can understand what I'm talking about. But I'm sucking diesel, Aoife Maria. Creative or survival, which is your favorite mode? So definitely survival, not hardcore, just survival. Minecraft is really my favorite. I don't like creative because I get bored because I can do so much. So I like to build big, but I also have to farm big and collect everything, which I kind of enjoy as well. I have lots of farms. There might be on the channel somewhere a Minecraft video that I did, a live that I did. So maybe check that out. 25 to 5, 8 grade past 6 in Moscow. Okay, so 25 to 5, 8 grade past 6. Okay, so we're giving time differences in Moscow. You're a few hours ahead. And Charlotte's letting us know you play GTA 6. Wow, that's super cool. I've done coding for Minecraft for 10 years. Oh my God. You are now my new best friend. I must show some of my Minecraft. I'm quite proud. I have a beautiful Minecraft. I've had it for 5 years almost, and it's quite beautiful. So yeah, is reading pirated books okay if you are poor? Um, I think it's okay. I have published books myself, but it's very hard in this world where information is shared so readily. I have my own YouTube store, and people download stuff from there, but I kind of have it designed so that it's kind of going to be shared. If one teacher buys my book, I don't mind if they share it with the class. If they share my guide with their class, then I have 30 people watching the video for the guide. So I think I win either way. But, I have pirated stuff over the years. I can't, you know, I know on YouTube, I don't like when people copyright and copy my stuff. So I think there just needs to be a balance. It's hard to say really. If you're doing that, if you're poor and you're trying to educate yourself, isn't that good too? You know. Sir, one day show your Minecraft. I definitely will, Thomas. I definitely will. El Notorio. I want to learn to start a revolution against the corrupt, but can only afford pirated books. Well, if that's all, I'm not saying it's okay, but you do you. You do you. Diana, not a gamer. Oh my God, you're not a gamer. Even my mother plays game. My mother plays Candy Crush, and she is an expert. I think that's where I got my love of video games from my mother. And she is on level in Candy Crush. She's on level like 19,000. She's like an expert. She's always top of the leagues. So yeah. Thank you, Jack Royale. Royal, thank you so much. Diana, I will listen today. Great, do. Sir, UG engineering or degree, which is best and affordable? I will check now. UG engineering or degree. So in Ireland, it's generally, the prices. I'm not too sure about education in Ireland because as a citizen, we get lots of grants, we get lots of discount as a citizen and entitlements. Like when you're an adult in Ireland, you're entitled to one free degree. So I'm not too sure about what's best really. And when it comes to engineering, I would really have a look at maybe UCD, University College Dublin. They're quite good for science and engineering and that things. So I write books. Yes, Aidan Bryce, I have written one book, a poetry book, and it's available on Amazon. It's called Sweet at the Dark, and it's a small poetry book. I don't expect anyone here to ever buy it. If you want to, that would be great. It's linked on my YouTube page. And yeah, I did it as a project. When I finished college, I wanted to do something kind of, I've been reading Shakespeare and reading poets and texts and, reading books for 3 years. And I just wanted to try it myself. So and I had just broken up with someone and I was brokenhearted and I just started a new relationship and that was all new. So I felt like I had a lot to express. So yeah, I wrote a book. It's on Amazon. So yeah, and I'm quite proud of it. It's always nice, even with the YouTube, that if if I died tomorrow, there's lots of me left on YouTube, on Amazon, on TikTok, on Minecraft. It's nice to have left kind of a digital voice that will go on. When I'm long, long dead, I hope that my YouTube videos are still going and maybe there's an AI created of me. Jer will live forever. So yeah, we haven't even taught it. We haven't even gone near our quiz today. Usually, we're well into our quiz. We've been all chatting. So, will we start? I have a fun one. This one is about do I have an Instagram? Yes. I will write the name. It is linked, I think, on my YouTube, but I will write the name of my handle, and you are all very welcome to follow me there. That's my handle for Instagram. The underscore lens underscore of underscore chair. So that's me. You're all very welcome to follow me. I post all. It's nothing to do with English. It's just my personal Instagram, and I'll share stuff about my business, and you'll see maybe a little bit of behind the scenes. I've just posted my September. At the end of every month, I post a few pictures of my whole month. So I've just done the September post. So let's do a few quiz questions, shall we? So I thought I would do. Yesterday we did some what were baby animal names, and that was really a lot of fun. So I would thought we would go into, and I'm going to type it into the chat, group names, group nouns of animals, group nouns. These are also known as collective nouns or group names of animals. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example in the chat of what I mean. So, what is a group of fish called? Okay, what is a group of fish? You can see it in the chat there. So, the answer to this, maybe, does anyone want to try? We have a group name. So, one fish by itself is just a fish. So, what would we call, in English, we have specific names for groups of animals when they're grouped together. Okay, so this is my first example, a group of fish. So, Dimitri, welcome back. We have Diana in with fishes. So, yeah, okay. So, Dimitri, you do have it right. So, we have school. A group of fish is known as a school of fish. Okay, so obviously we have the plural. We have the next question is what do you call a group of lions? Okay, so obviously we could have lions. That's, we have 10 lions, okay? But when we have a group of something, we can use a collective noun or a group noun, okay? And Dimitri, you are in again with the correct answer, which is a pride, okay? When we have a group of lions, okay, we can refer to them as a group in a singular, a pride of lions, a pride. Okay, now we have pride as an emotion as well, an abstract noun. Pride, which is I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of my daughter. They did great in school. but we have this as a noun, a collective noun or a group noun for a group of lions. So yes, where before you had fishes, yes, okay. So fish is a weird one because fish can be singular or plural. So you can say one fish or two fish, three fish, or you can say fishes. Fishes is a little bit more, it doesn't really sound right to an English speaker. You can use fishes, two fishes, three fishes, but fish, like sheep is a singular and a plural. It's a bit of an exception, okay? So great, it would be interesting and I could watch the National Geographic Channel. Yes, exactly. And you will hear when you watch those nature documentaries, Richard Attenborough or Oprah Winfrey narrating, and you see the lions, they will talk about a pride of lions. A group of lions is called a pride of lions. Same with fish. A group of fish is called a school of fish. Okay, a school of fish is what we call a group of fish. So if it's sardines, it's a school of sardines. If it's sharks, it's a school of sharks. Okay, and then you'll have certain fish which have their own group name. Are you confused? Let me know in the chat what you think. So we're going to try a different one, okay? I know this is difficult. I didn't think you might find, I wasn't sure. What do you call a group of wolves? What do you call a group of wolves? Diana, you find it difficult. Thank you for sharing that. I'm glad. Okay, so we'll just take it really slow. We'll do each question bit by bit, okay? So, what do you call a group of wolves? Okay, and this can also be used with dogs, okay? With dogs. So, Sci Fi Michael is saying pack, a pack of wolves, a pack of dogs, a pack of wolves. Have you ever heard that in a drama or a documentary? Family of dogs. Okay. So a family of dogs is another way to say a group of dogs. But Sci-Fi Michael and now UWLL Papa has said pack. So pack is correct. Welcome done to Sci-Fi Michael and UWL at Papa. Pack. Pack is our group word, our group noun, our collective noun for wolves, okay, or dogs. More commonly used with wolves, probably. A pack of dogs, a pack of wolves. Pack of wolves. So when you have, and this will what we would call a family of wolves, a pack of wolves. You have maybe the lead wolf, you have the matriarch wolf, you have the pups, and then you have the brothers and sisters. They're a family, but they would be known as a pack of wolves. Same with the pride of lions. You have one male, you have several females, and then you have the babies, the cubs that we had, the word we had yesterday. So that is a pride of lions, okay? Difficult will be useful to watch and listening. Yes, indeed, it's very useful and quite an interesting area of English. Ivor, hola. Hola to you, Ivor. Where are you from? I'm from Myanmar. Yes, I've heard of Myanmar. Yes, you're in Asia. And I'm in Dublin in Ireland. So thank you so much for watching. I'm having my tea. I'm going to have a sip of tea. So we have a school of fishes. So if we have lots of fish together, we have a school of fish. If we have lots of lions together, we have a pride of lions. If we have lots of wolves together in a group, they're known as a pack. Thank you so much, Ivor. You're very, very welcome. Okay, so let's try another one. These are really difficult, aren't they? Diana, a pack of wolves. You have it exactly right. A pack of wolves. A pride of lions. Okay? What do we call a group of dolphins? Okay? So dolphins are not fish. So we do not call them a school of dolphins. We have another word. Ivor, you've written in another language which I can't read, I'm afraid. So Diana, you have family again. So I think really family is a human term, really. Sadia Dal 1978, you're very welcome back to the quiz. Diana, yes, they are very smart. Probably a little bit as smart as we are. We just don't know yet. So Sadia Dal 1978 has a pod of dolphins. Does anybody agree? I'll reveal the answer in a few minutes, in a few seconds. So Diana is saying true. Yes, very true. They're very smart. So Sadia Dal, 1978, you are correct. A pod of dolphins. So if we have a family of dolphins, I was in Lanzarote once in the Canary Islands, and I went on a boat from Lanzarote to Fuerteventura and back, and we went through dolphin territory, and there was hundreds of dolphins, little small ones. They were all very small, but that was a pod of dolphins. When I was on the boat, I saw a pod of dolphins. So Burmese, Ivor, hello, thank you, Ivor. A group of birds. So let's do a group of birds. What is a group of birds called? So generally birds fly together. Have I been swimming with dolphins? No, I haven't. I haven't. Ivor, I cannot speak English. Well, keep trying, Ivor. Whatever you can try and say, you keep trying and saying it. So I haven't been swimming with dolphins. Sadia Dal, 1978, is in with an answer. Flock. A flock of birds. A flock of birds. Hasnidin Sagatov says hi, and you're agreeing with Sadia Dal 1978. A flock of birds. A flock of birds. And yes, you are both correct. Well done for Sadia Dal for getting in there first. A flock of birds. You say, I don't understand. Ivor, I'm not sure what you mean, but thanks for commenting. Huang Dai, you're not late. I only started the quiz a few minutes ago. We were chatting about Minecraft and food and stuff for the first 20 minutes. So I've only done about 3 questions. And today we're doing collective nouns, group names for animals. You are friendly. Thank you so much, Ivor. You sound friendly too. And yes, everyone here is friendly. And if you're not friendly, you get blocked. Okay? No problem. Now I know this topic is one of the parts of the noun. Yes. So we have nouns, yes, generally quite singular that we think of them. But when we have groups, we also have group nouns. So, and we're going to do a few more of them as well. So we had a flock of birds, okay? Run, hello, Run, you're from Muscat. Thanks so much for joining. You're very welcome. So earlier we had a flock of birds, okay? So for a group of birds, usually of the same type, we would have a flock, Flock, flock. Can you describe symbol when to use it in English? Okay, Gun has his. I will go through that now, just very quickly. 1 second. I'm just going to get everything up on this from my thing. Okay, so Gung has asked what an apostrophe is used for. It has 3 uses: to form possessive nouns. Okay, so we use that and the s to show a possessive. So we have Paul apostrophe s, that shows that something is Paul's. To show the omission of letters, so when we have a contraction, we have it is, so then that's brought to its, okay, and we use the apostrophe there. And we indicated to use plurals of letters and numbers and symbols. Okay, very good. So, as I was saying, Malak Maroc, hello to you. Diana Denisova, yes, flock. So we had flock for birds, didn't we? So Paul's with the apostrophe means that's something. So you would use Paul's cup with the apostrophe to show Paul owns the cup. It's possessive. And then if you're using no apostrophe there, Paul's, that means that you're talking about a number of Pauls. You have maybe 3 people who are called Pauls, and I need to talk to all the Pauls today. Okay. So as I was saying, flock, we had the word flock of birds. Thank you, Gun Haziz, for your question. Delighted I help you. So we have flock of birds, okay? But if we have a specific type of bird, sometimes we have special group names for types of birds, okay? This is a bit strange, but just stick with me. Flocks of birds, packs of wolves, pride of lions. Yes, you are totally correct, Diana. Well done. You're definitely learning. So, my next question is, so we had flock of birds, but when it's a particular bird, we might have a different group name and a very strange one. Okay? So this is a really difficult one. What do you call a group of crows? A group of crows. What do we call a group of crows? Now, a crow is a black bird. I have an emoji in there just to show what a crow is. We have a very strange group noun for crows. Let's just see. I have a blocked one. So Huang Dai is in with the correct answer. Diana didn't know. Sadia Dal, this is difficult. Yes, it's difficult today. Sadia Dal said if they heard once but can't remember. Huang Dai was in with the correct answer. So it is a murder of crows. UWL. Papa is also in and has murder. As strange as it sounds, this word is correct. To call a crow a group of crows, we could say a flock of crows, but more specifically, we would say a murder of crows. Yes, a murder of crows. Yes, murder is the verb to murder somebody. Yes, that word. But when it comes to crows, we have a very, very unusual group name of murder. And with lots of these group names, you will have very strange words with them. So it's a very, very interesting area of English. That's a symbol of a bad omen. A crow, yes, in some cultures, a crow is a symbol of a bad omen of death or bad luck or something. But in my back garden, I have hooded crows, and they're very intelligent. Me too. I didn't know. Thomas, yes, it's very strange, isn't it? A murder of crows. Diana is saying it's very difficult today. Yes, but we're going to move on to some different types of vocabulary now. Shakila Akhtir, you're very welcome back, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. So yes, we have a murder. I've been very well, Shakila. Thank you so much. I hope you're well too. So yes, a murder of crows, a really, really, really strange, unusual, very poetic word that we use for a group noun for crows. So yeah, we've had pack of wolves, pride of lion, school of fish, and we have murder of crows and a flock of birds as well. So yeah, well done everybody. There are lots more, but maybe we'll do them in another time. I think they got a bit difficult, and I want you guys to be all, I like to do a mix, some easy, some hard. So yeah. So this one is, we're going to move into a different area. Be careful of murder of crows, for the night is long and full of terrors, a song of ice and fire. Huang Dai is quoting Game of Thrones, which I do enjoy. Great series. What we call a group of parrots. Oh, God. I have to Google it, I'm afraid. Okay, so this is a great a group of parrots, and this is what I mean when they are, they use a song of ice and fire. Yes, yes. Oh, good to hear you're a fan as well, Diana. So a group of parrots is called a pandemonium. A pandemonium of parrots. Isn't that interesting? So you're really getting into unusual ones here. A pandemonium. So we can sue a flock with group of all birds, but there are specific group name as well. Yes, exactly. So flocks of birds generally, but there are specific names for specific birds. I have another one if you want. Owls. So owls. I can't get it off my tongue. Pandemonium. 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 It's a tricky one. It's a beautiful word. Can you eat aloo? Aloo? Can I eat aloo? I don't know. Lulu Gang plays. I did have dosa on Friday. Thank you, Sadia. You're very welcome. Pandemonium means chaotic, am I right? Yes, exactly. Pandemonium is another word that we would use to describe chaos. Pandemonium. I went to the sale, Christmas sale, and it was pandemonium. Potatoes are aloo. Oh, very good. I love potatoes, yes. And I had potatoes in my dosa on Friday night, which was lovely and spicy. Uh, Diana, it sounds like pandemia. Yes, it does sound pandemonium, pandemic. And we have pan there. Pan means everywhere. So pandemonium, chaos everywhere. Pandemic, disease everywhere. Okay. So aloo is potato. So yes, I love aloo. I eat a lot of potato. The descendant of Pandemonium happened after he killed the king. Very good. Yes. Okay. So we're using the word pan. Isn't pandemonium an amazing word? Okay. And then we have another one. I have one more group. What is the group name for owls? This is really difficult. Really difficult word. Lulu Gang plays. I'm from Dublin in Ireland, in Europe. Thank you for watching. So, what is a group name for owls? What is a group name for owls? Can anyone guess? Now, I wouldn't know this. I wouldn't. I mean, I've created the quiz from doing some research. But what is a group name for owls? Anyone want to guess? No idea from Run. No, I wouldn't know either. Parl something. Very good, Pongda. You're very close. Owl chicks. They're the babies. Is it a bird with big eyes? Yes, an owl. It goes, hoo, 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 hoo. So a group of owls is known as a parliament. Huang Dai was halfway there. A parliament of owls. I have no idea. There you go, Zayden Bryce. I wouldn't know either. My uncle can live in Ireland. Very good. Ireland's a great place. Owls. Yes, very good. She hello to you. Sadia Dal. Okay, got it. Parliament. Yes, Parliament run as well. A parliament of owls. Parliament is another word for where a government would sit. Parliament is, like the national hall where the politicians sit. A parliament. Parliament. A parliament of owls. The parliament of the country. Okay, let's move on and do some insect animal body parts. Okay, so I'm putting a new question into the chat. What do you call the feelers on insects? So, feelers are these things. So, think of like a butterfly. What are these things called on a butterfly? Can anyone say? Bit of a difficult word to spell. What is the name? A tentacle. I think you mean tentacle. Tentacles are what a squid or an octopus would have. That's a tentacle. The arms. These are different, aren't they? These are on the head. So Huang Dai is guessing antenna. Never knew what owls are living in some group. Yeah, I don't know of owls. I think owls are solitary. So we have Huang Dai with antenna. Diana Denisova is with antenna. Huang Dai and antenna. She be, not she be, my bro. I'll try again. Antennae. Yes, antennae is correct. Sadia Dal is letting you all know you are correct. A antennae. Okay. Also, if you remember televisions from years ago, they would have antennae on top of them for the signal. Sumik, welcome back. Welcome back. You're very welcome. I'm very well, thank you. Aidan Bryce, sensors. Sensors are more of a detection thing, aren't they? Yeah. They could be described as sensors. Maybe they would have a sensory feeling with the antennae. Antennae run, yes. So Sumik, it's 9:36. There, so you are 4.5 hours ahead. It is 5:06 here in Dublin, in Ireland. Yeah, so well done. So next up, we have another question, and we're sticking with animal parts. What do you call the hard outer covering of crabs and lobsters? So there's two words here. We have a general word, and then we have a science word. So Huang Dai is in with shell, and yes, that is the correct answer. That's one of the words. But we also have a very kind of superhero word that we could use as well. Superhero, you'll hear, or kind of science as well. Shells, Zayden Bryce is in with shells as well. Carapace. Carapace. A shield, Zayden Bryce. Yes. A shell is a type of shield, isn't it? Shell, exactly. Now, I'm still waiting on my very scientific answer. Kakra is in my local language. Very good to hear, Sumik. Kakra for shell. Very good. There is another word which is, oh, I see it. Run is just in. Where are you pro and why? Who do you Okay, so Shebe, I'm in Dublin in Ireland, and who did you jop? I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe check your spelling there and ask me again. And run is in with the correct other answer I was looking for. So we've had a couple of people in with shell. Malek Maroc was also in with shell. And the other word I was looking for is exoskeleton, a very scientific word, and a word you'll hear sometimes with superheroes. They have a super titanium exoskeleton. So, yes, shell or exoskeleton is what we would call the hard covering on crabs and lobsters and that kind of thing. He checked on Google. Well, no harm. You got the answer. No harm. No harm. Oh, don't say that. No. I have full confidence that you knew the answer. Okay, so next question. We're on horses. So, what do you call the horse's hair on its neck? You'll have horses having lots of nice hair going down their back of their neck. Sadia Dal, I can see on my desktop, is in already with an answer with mane. Sumik, I think you're saying Gora, which is maybe the answer in your language. Sadia Dal, you were correct with the first spelling. With an I is Maine. Maine is a place in America. So Mane is the correct spelling there. Run. Actually, I heard that word when I was in the 8th grade. Run, I trust you. Some people know exoskeleton. You could watch the X-Men and know the word exoskeleton. Sumik, yep, very good to hear. So Huang Dai is also in with Maine, Mane. Okay, thanks, no problem. So yeah, Maine is Maine in America. That's a place. No problem, you're very welcome. Okay, so yes, we had a few correct answers. Sadia Dal was in with the correct answer, and Huang Dai was in with Maine. The back of a horse's head it has is a mane, the hair on the back of a horse's head. Unfortunately, I don't have that much hair on my head. I'm not really good language English. Are you my help? Shebe. Yes, I hope I can help you. You're very welcome here. And we're just chatting. It's just nice conversational English. My nickname is spelled Huang Di. Okay, Huang Di. I hope I'm saying that right. Sumik, next question, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My nickname is spelled Huang Di. Huang Di. I hope I said that right this time. Huang Di. I will try and remember to say that right. Okay, let's do our next question. Let's do our next question. So, what do you call a bird's beak? Okay, what do you call another word for a bird's beak? What do we call this? What do we call this? It's also a man's name, if that's a little clue, and it begins with B as well. So I think Sumik is telling us in their own language, a thut in your own language, very good. Huang Di, I hope I said it right, is in with Bill. Bill, this is a man's name, but is it correct? So Sumik, thank you. Thor in your language. So Huang Di is in with Bill. So Malak Marak beak. So yes, that's what I'm asking. What do you call a bird's beak? So Huang Di has said Bill. Does anyone else agree? Does anyone else agree? I'm going to have a little sip of tea. Sumik is saying Bill. Run is having a think about it. Sumik is American. So this word would be general British and American English. It would be general English. Sadia Dal, 1978. Okay, didn't know that it's called Bill. So yes, it is. It's called Bill. Bill is also a man's name. I have an uncle William, and his name is shortened to contracted to Bill, my uncle Bill. So, and it's also the name of the beak for a bird's bill. Okay, you can also use beak. Beak is no problem. Beak. You spelled my name right. You got that Chinese accent, sir. Huang Di. Ni ha, hao ma. That's the little bit of Chinese I know. Ni ha, hao ma. So, ni ha, hao ma, Huang Di. Okay. Okay, next question. So, yesterday, you might remember, we had some words like omnivore, herbivore, carnivore, and they described the actions of an animal. If an animal eats meat, just eats plants, or eats both. So, we're going with some similar words today, but about a different type of behavior. What do you call animals that are active at night? What do you call animals that are active at night? Can anyone tell me in the chat? What do you call animals that are active at night? So I see an answer popping in, do I? So yes, Thomas, an owl would be an animal that is active at night. Congratulations. Huang Di is saying nocturnal. Sumik is giving nishhakar in their own language. Zayden Price is saying predator. Interesting. So a predator is something that hunts another animal. So if a predator is out at nighttime, what would we call them? So Diana Denisova is saying a locust. Is a locust an animal that's active at night, or is it a predator? It eats plants, doesn't it? So Malak Marak is saying nocturnal. Ayara ZK is saying nocturnal, and an owl as well. Run is saying we have a few different animals who are active at night: owl, bats, raccoons. And yes, okay, so we had Huang Di in with nocturnal first, and we also had Malak Marak and Ayara ZK in what nocturnal. So yes, that's the exact word I was looking for, nocturnal. So sometimes, as Zayden Price has said, we have some predators out at nighttime. Predators like the owl who hunt at nighttime, and but we also have prey who are out at nighttime. In my back garden at nighttime, I have bats, and they hunt and eat insects. So the insects and the bats are nocturnal, aren't they? So yes, so Diana is showing us lots of Z's for maybe you're asleep, you're not nocturnal. So what about active on the day? That was my next question. So what do you call animals that are the opposite, that are active during the day? What do we call animals which are active during the day? Sir, Ireland higher studies in class 12 mark is important or not? Ooh, I'm not sure. See, in Ireland, we operate the A, B, C, D system, and we have points as well. So we have a thing called a leaving certificate, and you get points, and then those points give you access to college. So you might need to check and see what the equivalency is, for whatever course you want to do. Yeah, also call me Sadia. Call me Sadia, please. Okay, I will do that in future, Sadia. Thank you. So, what do we call animals which are active in the day? And we have a Yara, ZK with lark. I think a lark is a bird. I hope they're active during the day. And we have run saying diurnal. So we had nocturnal and run is saying diurnal. Zaid and Bryce saying they have no idea. And then we have Sumik with Kark. Kark rhymes with lark. So yes, the answer run is correct, is diurnal. So we have nocturnal for nighttime and we have diurnal for daytime. And I'll just write that into the, it's a kind of a strange looking word, diurnal, nocturnal and diurnal. They're the opposites. So yeah, well done, well done, well done, well done. Um, so let me just have a sip of tea. Oh, battery is running low. Okay, so let's do one or two more baby animals, will we? And we'll finish up there. What do we call? I'm not going to type these into the chat. These are, you have to listen. What do you call a baby kangaroo? What do we call a baby kangaroo? Kangaroo, famous for jumping around Australia. What do we call a baby kangaroo? Sadia is saying Joey. Joey. What do you think? Joey's a name, isn't it? Run is in with Joey as well. Joey. It's nice, isn't it? And yes, you're both right. Nathan Edit. Hi, bro. Hello to you. You're very welcome. So, yes, we have the word Joey. Hi, Nathan. Nathan, even, not Nathan. Hi, Nathan. So, yes, Joey. And also another man's name, short for Joseph. We have Joey in Friends, the famous character in the American sitcom. Thomas, you're in with Joey as well. And yes, quite a strange one, isn't it? Kangaroo, a baby kangaroo is a Joey. Yes, quite a sweet one. Quite a sweet one. A jumper, yes, kangaroos are jumpers. They jump around, but they also punch. They're boxers as well. You wouldn't want to get a punch from a boxer. Okay, next question. This is quite specific. So, what do you call the nose on an elephant? What is an elephant's big long nose called? What do we call it? So Sadia is in with trunk. This word is getting blocked by YouTube. Zayden Bryce is in with trunk as well. Excellent. I think this word is getting blocked. Everyone's trying to say it and it's all getting blocked. So Huang Di is in with trunk as well. And the three of you are correct. Sorry, sir. No problem, Sumik. I don't know why it's all getting blocked. Some words get blocked and I have to keep unblocking all the messages. So trunk, trunk. No problem, Sumik. You're not going to know every answer. I don't know some of the answers to these. I do my research, and then sometimes I look up the dictionary. I have to get these words, so I don't know all of these words. So, but trunk I would know. Yes, trunk, trunk, and we also have a trunk is also the back part of the car where we can store our shopping, or we can put cargo or suitcases in the back of the car, the trunk. And that's what it is in American English. Janesh Denish, hi sir, hello to you. A long nose, I didn't know. Yes, Diana, so an elephant's long nose, I can't do an elephant impression, is a trunk. And then the back of a car where you put your shopping is also called the trunk. Gotta go, teacher. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much, Run. I won't be too much longer on the live as my battery is going. Thank you for this lesson. You're very welcome. I'm glad. Lots of interesting English. That's what I like about any subject with English, even if it's medical English, professional English, or even English with animals. We always dig out lots more of the vocabulary. It's really great. Great learning. So let's just do one more and see what we go. Let's just see. I'm going to pick out a really, really good one. Do you have an online course? If you can I join your? Well, all my courses are YouTube. Once you're subscribed to the channel, you can join my student membership. That is linked below in the description. That is $4.99, and with every lesson, you will get a PDF guide. Each PDF guide is really good. It gives you a full learning class to go with each lesson, each video lesson, and it contains all the content, extra exercises, and it's really good. It's a great way to support the channel, and you get lots of value. Once you join, you'll get access to over 90 guides, my student directory, and you'll also gain access to my English lessons. I have 300 English lessons now on YouTube, which are members only. So yes, 4.99. Yes, exactly. It's 4.99 in euro. So whatever the equivalent is in yours. Sorry, I'm just getting an email through there. I don't know what it is. Yes, euro, 4.99 euro per month, and it's great value. You know, I publish the guides on the YouTube store as well. Each guide is usually €5. So for €5, you get all the guides. You get access to 90 plus guides and 300 only membership only videos covering every topic in English you can think of. So thank you so much. And yeah, that's a great way to support the channel as well. It's one of the best ways to support the channel. And you can also pick up a guide in the YouTube store as a one-off purchase anytime. Yeah. So let's just do one more. And yeah, this is just more of a general knowledge one to see. I'm sure you all know the answer, but it's which bird is it? Thank you so much, Jenish, and it's great value. I have nearly 100 members now, and lots of them have been with me from the start, and they're very valuable. So, what is the largest bird egg? Huangdi is in with ostrich egg. Sadia is also in with ostrich. Zayden Bryce, ostrich. Huangdi, ostrich's egg, with the correct apostrophe. Well done. Great punctuation. So yes, the largest bird's egg is an ostrich. Ostrich. So very good. I would love to taste an ostrich egg. My uncle has an ostrich egg in his house that's been painted, but I would love to try one. Diddy Corner X, what's up? What's up to you? Unfounded Identity, hi to you. And yes, UWL at Papa, an ostrich egg, the largest bird, I think. I'm pretty sure it's the largest bird. It's pretty big, it's pretty scary. I wouldn't want one to come running at me. Can you cook? You can cook for the whole neighborhood. Yes. It would be really, really delicious. I think I saw someone on TikTok cooking an ostrich egg, and she made cloud eggs with them or something, like something amazing, but it was huge. But yeah, I love eggs. My favorite eggs are eggs Benedict, I would say. Eggs Benedict, very, very delicious, good for breakfast. But really, I will eat any type of egg. Scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs are probably my favorite. One egg is enough for your whole family altogether. Yes, one ostrich egg, it would be quite sufficient. You would get like a whole meal from that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So yeah, delicious. I love eggs. I love pavlova. The one thing I can make is a pavlova. I make a really, really good pavlova. It's a nice dessert. If you've a good, you should Google it. So, is it expensive? An ostrich egg? I don't know. I don't know. My uncle has the decorated one, but I think it was like a souvenir from when he traveled. But I don't know. I don't even know if you could get one. Like, I'm in Ireland. I don't know if it's possible. to get one. But I would say it's expensive. If you were watching earlier, I talked about my tomatoes, which were very expensive. I got two tomatoes in a very fancy supermarket in Dublin last week, and for two tomatoes, it was €11. But they were fabulous, and I got four meals out. Like they were huge, but still, it's a lot. It's not easy to find, Sadia says. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty tricky. I'd say you probably need to find like a good restaurant that specializes in it. Sir, actually, Jenish is saying you're actually from India. Is it possible to join your course? Yes, I'm pretty sure you can join. It just check, there's three levels in my memberships. I have the fan tier, that's cheaper, that's $199. And that will you gain access to the videos, 300 videos. The student membership is $4.99 in euro, and that will get you access to the videos and the PDF guides. And then I have a super expensive one, but no one ever gets that, so don't worry. Tomorrow's topic. What do you want to do? Do you have a request? Anybody? Anybody have a request before we finish up? Do you want to do science, medical, professional, legal, travel, more animals, science fiction? Huang Di has a request. Go ahead. Love to hear a request. Honestly, it gives me a day off because before the live, I'm like, what will I do? What will I do? Medical terms more on surgery. Perfect. No problem. No problem. And Zayden Bryce travels. So maybe we'll do both. Or we'll do, maybe tomorrow surgery and then the day after travels. So, yeah. Okay. And sir, 15,000 INR. Is that how much my membership is in your currency? Cooking related. So I'm getting lots of suggestions now. So medical, English. Let me write these down so I can remember them all. Okay, so tomorrow we have medical surgery terms. Then we have travel. And then we have cooking. Okay, so membership amount, I say. So the membership in euro, I'm just going to type it in and then 1 second. I can never find the euro symbol on my keyboard. So it's $4.99 in euro. That's how much I have. So if you just take that and then find the equivalent in your own. So my education qualifications are I am a CELTA trained teacher. CELTA is I'm a Cambridge trained English teacher for teaching English as a foreign language. I'm also a TEFL teacher and a TEFL online teacher. And I also have a degree in English literature. I have worked for 25 years in medical clinics, dealing with professionals, patients, healthcare situations, diseases, medical devices, and I have also worked in business. I currently do marketing, social media, all of that. So I have a very vast array of knowledge when it comes to English and different professions, and I specialize on the channel in healthcare, medical English, and professional English. So I hope that's helpful to you. Translate song in live on day. What song would you like me to translate? You know, I can't translate. I can only do English songs. I can sing, but that might turn you all off. La 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 la. Sumik is asking, did you know six mother sauce? Six, I do not know. Is that a type of sauce you're asking me about? Um, hi, hello to you. Welcome to the live. We're just finishing up very shortly, but I don't know six mother sauce, if that's what you're asking. So yeah, I'm just getting an email through. I think my battery is just about to go, guys. I have 3% battery left. So it's time to finish up the live. So tomorrow I'll be on. I was a little bit late today. I was on at 4:20, but I do aim to be on at 4 p.m. every day now. It just seems to be the best time. The main issue is that I do most of my work on my phone. So by the time it gets to like 3:30, I have no battery. So I have to charge the battery up again. But yeah, all is well, all is good. Glad to have you all here today. Thank you all for joining and enjoying the quiz. Tomorrow we're doing medical terms. The day after we're doing travel, and then we are doing. See, I've forgotten already, and cooking. Yes. So now it is 5:30 in Ireland. Huangdi. Huangdi sounds beautiful. Beautiful name. Bechamel, velouté, espagnole, hollandaise, mayonnaise, and tomato. That all sounds delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yes, that's my eggs Benedict, I think. Zayden Bryce, goodbye to you. 4 p.m. Ireland time. Yes, Huang Di. Huang Di. Yes, 4 p.m. Ireland time. 4 p.m. Ireland time. Every chef should remember the six mother sauce. Oh, I see. I understand now. The main sauces of cooking. I understand. I meant to have song as a lesson. A song as a lesson. That might come up very handy. Thank you, Jer. Unfounded Identity, you're very welcome. Thank you all for joining. Great to have you all back as usual. All my regular friends. Thank you all for being here and learning and supporting the channel. Make sure to check out the student membership. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I'm sure most of you have. So I'll see you all tomorrow, approximately 4 p.m. Ireland time. And thank you so much. Bye, Sumik. Bye, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be kind to each other and yourself. Have a great time today, this evening, whatever your day entails. Be happy, be thoughtful, think in English, be joyful, and all the great adjectives I can think. Goodbye, Huang Dai. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go because I'm feeling the love. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you. Thanks all. Na na na. Thanks so much. And sorry you were only here for like 2 minutes and we finished up. Thank you. Huangdai hearts to everybody. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all tomorrow. My battery is just about to go. So bye everyone. Bye Tom.